1, 2. Meet me outside, meet me outside. Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get it tied. Oh, 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 oh. Wall Street Pete, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip dough. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm buying crypto. I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Alright, the name is Wall Street Pete. Crypto in crypto. I thought you'd know. We on YouTube. You wake up in the morning, crack of dawn at Wall Street Pete. We talk about live TA. We talk about paying our bills and staying alive and doing the shit and making it great. Let me say, I'm tired of struggling every day.
Whoa! Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto, representing New York, New Jersey area. Let's go! How is everybody doing this morning? I know it's Tuesday. We got over the hump on Monday. For whatever reason, this Monday coming up, this Monday usually, and the Monday that we just had yesterday, it's usually the hardest Monday for me to get back to work, get back into the jive of things. And you know what? It was the easiest one this year. Lots has changed. My kid went to school yesterday. I was pretty excited to get her off to school so I could start working by myself without interruptions and do other things I was unable to, create more wealth. This is one of the greatest channels, Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Very good morning to you, Mr. Sellner. Love it. Feels like I'm buying the dip every week. And some green would be nice. Isn't that true? Well, hit the like and subscribe. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. We come live to you almost every morning. You hit the bell, all notification. Become a subscriber today. Trying to get to 1.5K subscribers. We talk about technical analysis. We talk about basically update with what's happening in the crypto space. And the technical analysis is the most fun part. But the gentleman used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. We used to watch some of the best traders in New York. New York! Right? Hit that bell, hit that like. I'm sorry if I ruined your ears with the terrible singing there. But here we are, Bitmark, this morning, heads up 7 hours ago. Shia and Ruin, now 100% APY, and as we know, since March of 2023, she has the APY staking to adjust it to 100%. So if you are in the Bitmark sphere, or if you are using that platform, that is one of the things here that is happening. My name is Wall Street Pete this morning. Looking at some of the Bitcoin long short positions, please hit the like and subscribe as we bring you up to date what's happening. So here we are right now. Looks like we got a lot of longs going on here, 35%. And then we got another 22 giving us a 57. So looking at 57%, 43% obviously either bearish or very bearish. Excuse me, or neutral. But what's happening right now is I believe we're going to get another big liquidation. That's what's going to happen. I think too many people are getting long here when they shouldn't be. But just bringing that to the attention. And as we announced this morning, what is it, August 29th? The time is flying. We're only a couple days from September. One of the worst months historical for Bitcoin and crypto in itself, and even the stock market. So please hit the like and subscribe. We come to you. DoorDash launches AI bot to take customers' stakeout orders. During peak times, DoorDash's AI system will take the load off restaurants by automatically answering incoming calls. So AI is obviously helping everyone. Crypto is obviously going to be a match in there as we grow and grow. But lots to talk about this morning, so I'm just going over as quickly as possible. Another Bitcoin metric is about to reach a new all-time high despite the bear market. This is 20 hours ago, quick article, and obviously what is it? Well, it's the Bitcoin hash rate. It reaches an all-time high despite the bear market. Obviously the price is what's happening. And sooner or later, the trend is going to flip, ladies and gentlemen. I understand most of you right now are sick to your stomach. Fear and Greed Index chart. Talking about that, and lots of things are happening. I don't know why this is such big news, but we will go over it because this is what I do. Hit the bell, all notification. Please hit that like button. Please hit the like button as we may get the algorithm going. But here we go. Further information in the crypto space. And not trying to be a right guy, but I definitely. Oh, I don't have the mic up that I wanted. Does that sound better, anyone? I'm finally using my actual mic. I was using the camera mic. Now we're finally using the microphone that I bought. Funny, but I wonder if the sounds any better now. So fear index, greed, obviously 39. We're in fear, and we're going to talk a little bit about this right now. BitBoy has left, and I'm not a fan. I stopped watching. I used to be a big... He's not a big follower. I used to just support him because I liked his story. He had a drug history, he had a lot of problems, right? Personal. We all have these things. We all have problems. And unfortunately, I knew he couldn't handle it. But he started being a jackass, speeding and mocking cops for pulling him over, speeding, almost killing somebody. I didn't like him anymore. So you can watch the channel from 2 years ago. This is what I was talking about. And here's the big news with BitBoy.
EJ Investment Holdings, the parent company of Hit Network, took decisive legal action in removing Ben Armstrong from the company, and specifically the BitBoy crypto brand. This is a difficult decision, is a culmination of a prolonged effort to help Ben during his relapse into substance abuse, as well as reconcile the emotional, physical, and financial damage he has done to the employees of Hit Network and the BitBoy crypto community. The Bit Squad deserves better, and we're going to get through this together. We wish him the best and regret that it has come to this, and are hopeful for the future of BitBoy crypto. Hit Network is committed to empowering creators, and we will continue to do that every day. Thank you. Yesterday,
So, of course, I'll never hope this on anybody, right? Health, it said right there. I hope, obviously, on the human side, I hope on the health side, everything is okay. Obviously, just wasn't a fan. I never was a fan. I thought he was bullshit, and he was pumping coins. And I will tell you right now, there's something I'll never do. Just a few more days, right? Till the SEC has to respond to 6 spot Bitcoin ETF applications. They are allowed to prolong this, but they do have to respond. So the SEC will have to comment on BlackRock, Bitwise, VanEck, Wisdom Tree, Fidelity, and Invesco filing. So before the weekend ahead, we'll find what do you expect. Well, I expect this to happen here. Very shortly, we're going to get an answer, so we'll keep you up to date with that. We'll have to see if the filing is approved or not. We already got the heads up, right? 2024. If nothing will be approved most likely till then, so don't get your panties in a bunch. September is historically the worst month. BTC since 2013. Like Bitcoin, the S&P 500 has also recorded downturns in most September since 1928. So we're going to go over that real quick. In the charts, talking about that, how important, and I wanted to really just get this out there. Some research as we do for you, right? None of this is financial advice, but the gentleman twice is nice giving you some updates during the week for you. How many people are in America? Did you know how many people are in America? Dating back to maybe most recent as possible, 334 million. So I was just wondering, and where are we getting at that? Well, if there are 334 million, well then about how many invest? 158 billion adults in the United States invest in stocks according to a recent Gallup survey. So that's about half. I'd like to say, well, if there's only half of Americans in this world that are actually investing, which the other half are probably struggling, I can't imagine, if you're not investing, you can't be doing well with your money unless you do have a business, of course, right? So talking about these things, the other 50% that is investing, what percentage is doing it right, Rocco, get over here. My dog is, I'm sorry, guys. My dog is getting actually crazy, so I got to get him out of here. Come on, get out. So right now, if you pay attention to that, we break down in segments how important it is to really pay attention to these sort of things. And Federal Jerome Powell basically reaffirms inflation still too high, which is good. I think this is good for the market personally. If he started changing his narrative, I think that this would scare the market and then we would find more of a downturn. I do believe that 21,600 Bitcoin is still in the mix all the way to 24,000. We're going to talk about that on the charts right now, but I did want to get you up to date here. So here's Bitcoin, and here is what I'm speaking of. If I can not do that again, we'll be in good shape. So here we're looking at right now. Each month of October 2020, you can see it was a green month. Even if we dated back, even if we dated back to 2019, you can see here once again, October, right? Beautiful green month. It doesn't matter, they're green. But let's really focus on something else, right? We're really getting this understood here, that this is definitely happening, right? Hit the bell. I'd like to see who else is in the chat. It seems like no one else is here. It seems like everyone's leaving. So what's going on is we're breaking out of this ascending channel of 2023, getting a fall. Where is the fall? I told you I do believe this is where it is. And then what happens? Well, each month before that, let's talk about before that. It's September, red. All right, no problem. The month before the circled October, red. The month before the October, red. Okay, let's keep paying attention now. The month before that wonderful October, red. What's going on, Alexandre? It's nice to see people in here. I do enjoy it. I wish we could go back to the 2017 September, but most likely, red. 2019, if we didn't go over it, red. So we're going to pay attention to that pattern. Historically, it couldn't give you a bigger hint. What are all the investors going to do? In September, they're going to sell if they haven't already sold. What are they going to do? By the end of September, they're going to be buying. Not financial advice, right? We talked about it, but it's just what the charts are revealing. I'm just showing you what I see. And as I say, do you see what I see? Oh, my throat got fucked up. It's Christmas time, guys. Do you see what I see? I see red, green, right? October's going to be green, guys. If it's not, we're going on a selling spree, right? Pay attention. Wow, I can't believe I just tried to sing that and cracked my voice. I do apologize. That must have been horrible for your ears. We'll keep that down to a minimum. But as you can see here, this ascending channel here, 2023. We definitely broke it through. And as you can see here, what do we got? 2 days and 12 hours left for September. So for September to come. So what's happening here is the August candle, miraculously, I need to see this candle, and I'm trying to really give you some good information here. I need to see this candle break above and start coming all the way through back to this trend by 2 days and 12 hours for me to be considered that this bullshit fall is not going to continue. Now, the chances of that are very slim, but it could happen. So we're always into the could. What most likely is going to happen, well, that's what we really want to talk about. That's where we really want to get involved. See what's happening, and it's most important. That was for the month, right? So now we're getting into what's really going to happen. This is the charts. We're over the crypto news. Hit the like and subscribe. This is one of the most important parts of the video. But RSI levels, right? Oversold zones here. This is great. Oversold zones here. This is the volatility stochastic oscillator that I love so much. So pay attention to all these things we have here. I usually like to use the EMA, exponential moving average. I know we were fooling around here a little too much, and I'm sorry. I cannot wait to get some help. BitBoy Crypto started on his own, right? He got so big, he started doing drugs again. Broadway voice. I just cracked and almost hurt every window in the nearest area, please. But no, we could sing. My mother could sing. She was very, very good at singing. My mother was amazing. I used to fool around, do Bruno Mars. Don't believe me, just watch. Boom, 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 boom. If you don't believe what's going to happen, just watch, because I'm telling you right now. No, don't erase the comment. Keep commenting. It's hilarious. Oh, there it is. It's back up. But we have fun on the channel. We do like to sing. We do have some good singing voices, and we do crack in the morning, right? It's one of the hardest things to do. But looking at the EMA, and that's where it is. I finally took 2 hours to get to. This is one of my favorite indicators I like to use. As you can see here, as this trend is flipping. So I want you to see this, how important. EMA exponential moving average. This is my band. Now, if you could see what we want to have happen is I want the yellow. I always want the yellow on top. Okay? Now, if you see the yellow on top, here it is in this particular example, I guess. We're on the outside, and you can see the band. What happens? Well, I have it circled. We're creating a new higher low here. This is where it begins. As you can see, right? Every time we dip, we're creating a new higher low. The price is becoming a higher price, but it's the low point of the price. So that pattern, it's the lowest price you can get before going up into the rally. So if you're paying attention to this, you can see you want to be in on that particular move. And where are we? Well, we're particularly right in that pattern. You could see the yellow line coming down. We are in the trend to the fall side. What I'm explaining is I do believe that we can get a price somewhere between 24,000, and this is where we're looking, 24,000, right? If we break 25,000, most likely we will see the 24, but these are the two levels I will be paying close attention to. So I want you to understand, not financial advice, this is number twice as nice, getting to the serious moments here in crypto. There's a lot to talk about here. There's a lot to pay attention to. So pay attention to the indicators, pay attention to oversold zones. When is it a good time to buy? Is this band? I want this yellow band right here. I need it to either bounce off here, right? Off to 25,000 is Showa Flip Reversal. Now, this is a yellow. We're talking about the yellow flipping on the ribbon, right? We want it to match exactly as what I'm saying. Once that happens, I get my yellow here. My red band will now flip to the downside. You will see that the red band will be down here. That's what we're looking for. So pay attention to that. You may have just learned something today, maybe exciting, but we want the red band to flip. We want it to get tight somewhere around in the support zone. So it's either going to be 21.6 or it's going to be this 24,000 or perhaps the 25, right? There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of entries here, but each one is an opportunity. That's why I look at it like that. So please pay attention to what is happening on the chart. What don't we have here? Oh yeah, that's right. We don't have our indicators down below, but look at we are seeing. So on the daily, look at that. Then the 4-hourly, I can see short-term, we can be coming back down to retest. Like I said, September is horrible. You can see right here my ribbon on the short-term time frame. My exponential moving average is actually getting tight, and I'm expecting a price action coming in this short-term today. So whether it's another test to the upside, perhaps to 26.7, 26.8, as you can see, we just did that August 23rd, Wednesday, almost last week. So if you pay attention to that, that's a possibility, but if I'm looking at this chart right now, it is getting tight, and I do see a price action movement, something coming. So as you can see for the daily, it's going to take time. It is still coming to the downside, so I do expect down movement. Yeah, we can go a little lower. That would give us a little bit more of an oversold zone. So let's see what happens. 1.05 trillion market cap. Having a hard time breaking that 26,000, right? We've been at 26,000 for a really long time. It's having a hard time. The whales are not allowing it to break below. XRP is not bad at 50 cents, 51.5 if you want to be precise. Cardano is something I'm paying attention to. Why? Because, Cardano is getting stuck at this price level, and there's another asset that keeps fluttering around with it, and it's called Biconomy BitCo. It's doing the same thing, and I don't know why, but between that and a few assets, I'm a huge fan of Maker. We don't really talk much about Maker. Maker's a nice asset. One of the layer 1 protocols sitting around, and I do believe a lot of them are going to be successful. Graph, the Google index of crypto. Graph, GRT. Do you know much about Graph? Go do some research. This, my friends, is like this and Biconomy. I don't know why I love them two so much, but I pair them together. So Graph, GRT, don't forget about that one. Graph is really struggling to get above this 9. Let's see what Graph's doing, right? It's been a long time since I looked at GRT, Graph. I'm a big fan of Graph, and I'll tell you right now, there's nothing to be ashamed of if you like Graph. GRT Graph is outstanding. Anchor, yeah, no, you could do it if you want, but don't say just kidding at the end. Be serious. If that's what you want to hear about, we could do it. I'm not going to do it if you're just kidding, though. But this is what we do on the channel. You hit the like and subscribe, and we'll go over some of the assets for you. But my only thought and talk about this as we do a long video again this morning is that I'm just getting rid of the junk as I'm looking for GRT Graph. Why is it not here? Probably because there's 10,000 freaking crypto assets, right? I'm not going to find it. I'm going to have to do a new asset, and this is what you just do. Go to the watch list if you have TradingView. Put in Graph if you want. You don't have to put in GRT. But you know what it is. It's right here. Let's just go to Coinbase, right? Coinbase is usually a good time. Why am I having a hard time? Do I have to double click this to get it? It's really actually pissing me off. There's so many updates. TradingView has so many updates. I can't even keep up with what's going on. It's been a while since it says I have GRT, but I can't find it. So I'm going to exit it out and then add it again because it's so annoying. That's one way to probably pull that off, right? No, it's not there. It's telling me it's in your charts. Could you imagine? Oh, boy, what a wonderful, fun channel, right? Here we go, finally. I apologize, guys. I know that's kind of annoying, but we have a shit chart here. This is perpetual mixed contracts here, but it will do the job looking at all the way from August of 2022. I really don't like that. Why is it not allowing? Do I have too many of them up? I mean, please, if you see what I'm doing wrong, which I don't think I'm doing anything wrong, I'm trying to bring up a pretty decent crypto versus Bitcoin. It's like God doesn't want us to do it, right? Let's see if we can get that one up. It's not letting me have it. I don't know why, but we'll look at this right now. And if you can pay attention from the top here, the highest we've been here, and this was what? Monday the 6th of February 2023. So the beginning of this year, as you can see, January, same bullshit, right? We were doing this. It's not going to change. So pay attention to what Bitcoin's doing always, right? Even though we're going over this crypto asset here, altcoin, layer one. I love it. We were doing something similar to this. It's not exact, but we're staying in this ascending channel, right? Once the ascending channel breaks, you have to do a Fibonacci sequence on this. And I want people to see what is really happening, because this, my friends, I love this. I'll break this down for you right here. This is kind of what I would do. I'm trying to pay attention to the oversold zone, right? A couple times now. Pay attention to this oscillator. A couple times we're in the oversold zone. Doesn't hit too many times. Maybe you're learning this today. Yeah, it's a long, drawn-out video. Maybe you have work. Maybe you're going to go to sleep after this and it's taking forever. But look how many times we actually touch the average of the oversold zone for a massive uptick. Once here, December 22, and really didn't happen again all the way until June 21st. So pay attention to that. That was the BlackRock announcement. So June 21st. And what we did then was what? We got a bounce up. People sold, took profits, got a correction slightly, $1.50. And then you could really see that we were retesting the high. And you were getting maximum gains here all the way through breaking the channel. So you can really only get out. You can still get out when it breaks the channel and get a good price. You just have to have patience. But if you pay attention, that's the last time we touched that price. July 4th was the last time you could have got out of GRT without getting your butt spanked. So that's what you're paying attention to. And what we're seeing is old resistance flipping into support here, which is very bearish. So until we find that Fibonacci sequence, and you can even do it with a weekly if you'd like, we're really starting to touch some type, and I'm sorry, gnats, man. You want to get gnats in your house? Go grow a garden. Jesus. All right, so here we are. Not really amazing detail here that I have, but I usually pull this off. This is not exactly how to do the Fibonacci sequence. I pull it from the bottom. I pull it from the top. I'm doing this from the bottom here because I get a 61.8 pullback. And what happens here is we're already breaking through that. So here we're building support, turning it into resistance at 99.7. So almost 10 cents. Oh, man, BTC. Hope it can go to 50 cents at least. XTP. Oh, you're still on the XTP. XTP, I'll tell you. I love XTP. I'm going to be paying attention on the next one, but look what's happening. All the way down to the 78.6 here. We break through this Fibonacci sequence is over, and the trend will just keep going down. So I want people to understand that this is why Fibonacci sequence levels are kind of important. People don't pay attention to them, but I'm doing this a crypto way. People use this for the stock market. They don't use this usually for crypto. If they do it a different style. They don't do it like this. I'm using this chart because for whatever reason, it finds these levels pretty strong. And you can see what's going on. Look how strong these levels are. These are magic lines in the Fibonacci sequence. I wasn't doing anything but looking at the magic lines off what we built here. So it does just happen to be that major support. See it? Now, what I think we can do here is if we can stay in this range and get a nice bounce, we can actually accumulate more. And this is just graph, and this is any other asset. And I'm sorry we're going so long on graph, but that's about what we're doing here. A little up, maybe 7.9, just before that 8 cents mark there. But you can see what's happening. We could be building support here. It'd be very nice. And as long as we don't break through there, this would be a good buying opportunity. That's what I'm trying to say. Could be oversold zone here. Hit it again. RSI levels are continuing to come down. This is a weekly. Get into a daily. Now you can break it down and see a little better. Looking at the ABC-like correction, this is just breaking down any chart, but it just happens to be graph. But pay attention to what you see here. I'm going to fix this a little bit because it's off. I'm going to show you where I'm getting it from. And now you might start understanding what we're looking at. This is now a little bit of some technical analysis here into play. And I do like this because what we can do now is get our answer. Are we getting a movement here? Is this what's happening? And this is what I'll do by myself. I'll go to the exponential moving average ribbon. I want to get some Bollinger Bands out. It's getting annoying. We haven't been able to do that. What about for the daily? So here it is. You can see the tightness, right? Every time we hit in this symmetrical pattern, we're getting major resistance. I'm just showing you on a general scale of things for TA. I'm not trying to really break down graph, but we might as well since we're here doing it. But you can see here ABC-like correction. falling wedge, whatever you may want to call this. I usually like to call this a falling wedge because the falling wedge on the daily here for graph is similar to what is happening. You can see here, right? Big movements. And what we'll do is get minute movements down here, giving us a sign that we're getting ready to break down or we're getting ready to really break up. And you can see here all the way to the top. I would be taking this to just under 19 cents, and I would definitely be selling a decent amount of this like an animal. I'd actually go before that price, and I'd be selling at 17 and a half. Not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice. Well, let's do like a pink. And as you can see from this falling wedge here, this is probably the top of my wedge. The top of their wedge is up here around 20 cents or 17, like I said before. That's almost 18 cents. But you want to beat the whales. You do not want to be part of this whale situation and get caught with your pants down. That's what could happen. So we could break out anywhere in this circle. So anywhere in this circle right now is a breakout. What time frame could that be? Well, let's have fun. If it says September, I'm going to laugh, but here it is. September. This could be the last bounce right here. September 28th. And we could go up for the next 3 days like a maniac touching. So I want people to understand that's a possibility. This is how the trading and how crypto is starting to come out. I'm going to keep this here, this GRT. I love it very much. Where is GRT on here? I can't really save it, so just go to the next thing here. But that's what the whole crypto space is doing. Like I said, once we broke this channel for 2023, there's really nothing I could do but just observe and act on it. Once we broke through that's 27.5 price, you can see here on Bitcoin, that's when we knew we were in trouble. This entire trend, this is an ascending channel here that I have for you. We've been going 8 months knowing what crypto pretty much was going to do Bitcoin. We knew it was going to come up, hit resistance. I've been calling it. Just go follow the videos, guys. This is a long video. I'm sorry we're heading out into such a long video. But if you do pay attention, get rid of some of the indicators I have here. We've been going, I mean, this is how. People probably wonder, well, how the hell have you known this, Pete? We've been on the oversold zones here over and over. Oversold zone, not significant enough. Wish it was a little lower, but that's why you would have bought here. Went for a long, boring sideways action. If you had patience, you actually would have prevailed. But we are humans, and many of us don't have patience. So oversold zones again in the RSI and the I can't even say that. Say that 3 times fast. Ready? Stochastic ATR volatility oscillator. Say that 3 times fast and let me know how it works for you. But this is where we're at, guys. This is definitely the situation we are facing for crypto and Bitcoin. We either get the bounce off 25,000. We already know 27.5 was our indicator of why we were breaking down this trend. You can see here, right? The same line coming across. That's where we broke through. And the CME gap here is right about there. So we're looking at the gap into about 30,029.9. So if we are bouncing off the 25, expect resistance here. I don't expect to break above there. But like I said, September is one of the worst months for Bitcoin. Is October going to be helpful, or are we going to FOMO out of all this? I'm not even 100% sure. I can't predict this 100%, but I can prepare us. I can prepare us. Preparation is one of the most important things to do. One of the most important things you can do. So looking at the double top pattern, I see it right here on the daily. I should have known. Sell time, right? As we see the double resistance top pattern, looking at the top on the M, you already know we are in deep shit. We trade, we talk about this, we preach this every effing day. My name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, well, every day we come to you with a live talking about this crypto space. I love Bitcoin. I love Cardano. I love the crypto space. I am not into Pepe. I'm not into all these bullshit coins. Guys, let's go over this real quick. Let's recap. Let's use our brains here, right? 50% of Americans trade. Probably 10% are successful, okay? Just because 50% of Americans trade don't mean there's 50% of millionaires. Now, how many cryptocurrency assets are there currently right now? Holy shit. 1.8 million cryptocurrencies. It's been a long time since I looked up this number. It's been a long time since I looked up above my head how many crypto assets there are. Ladies and gentlemen, is anyone talking about this? 1.8 million cryptocurrencies. Oh, we don't even need 1.799 million of them. Guess what? About a handful to 2 handfuls are going to be useful. 20 to 30 max are going to be pretty good. We have 1.799 crypto assets that are a fucking waste of space. Wow. That's why crypto is talked about being a scam. That's why crypto is bad news. Ladies and gentlemen, we have almost 2 million fake crypto addresses, fake crypto tokens that are fucking unnecessary. Think about that for a second. Think about how many are scams. Think about how many are fake wallets that go somewhere else that are not actually real. This is why we trade Ethereum. This is why we trade Cardano. This is why we trade Bitcoin. This is why Polkadot, trade it. Biconomy, Matic, even fucking Dogecoin. Trade the shit out of them. Stop playing with Huckleberry Finn my balls token. Guys, it's not going to work. I promise you. The chances isn't so promising. And I promise you that you're in the 0.05% that makes it on that altcoin, okay? Get in the community. Let's get in the community. Let's join SafeMoon. We're all going to get into fucking SafeMoon. And we're all going to hodl together. Meanwhile, the fucking big guy is selling and taking all your money. And you're sitting here like a fucking idiot watching your money go down. Is that fun? Is that a good time? Is that a crypto asset you want to get involved in? I checked the utility on it. The utility was excellent. The person behind the asset, the token, was a douchebag. Okay? That's just being honest. That's not beating around the bush. It's just telling you the truth. Check out every asset before I go. Who is behind the crypto asset? Who is the creator? What is the team? Did they work for Microsoft? Did they work for fucking Huckleberry Finn Din? Where did they come from? Did they work for Golden Corral? Really, what is the background? What is the education of the crypto asset that you want to put your money behind? Then let's find out the utility. Oh, this person seems like a very intelligent person. I don't want to know shit before I find out who's behind it, right? If Donald Trump was behind it, or Joe Biden, and you didn't like either one of them, but you love the fucking utility, you're not going to invest your money because you don't believe in the person running it, right? It's like freedom. We have people running how freedom should work and how rights should work. Unfortunately, we don't have AI that could help that. But as long as there's a human running that, there's always going to be ways around this and that, and always going to be shady shit. Why? Because there's always going to be someone taking care of their family and friends, right? Not everybody is friends with the whole world. This is why crypto is important. One, for privacy. My problem is that crypto is getting shitted on and it's getting destroyed. You have to stop trading the bullshit crypto assets. Now, XTP Tap Global, I actually like that crypto asset. I actually researched it. I actually did a video on it. The people behind it seem like they know what they're doing with the project. The utility behind it seemed to make sense. The community behind it is strong, right? How many, is it got a Twitter follower? Does, you have to pay attention to these things. So I know that, and I noticed there's a lot of talk shows, a lot of crypto talk shows, a lot of pretty girls just talking with 30,000 followers. They don't seem to know shit about shit. But yet they got a pretty face. So I'm going to see if I can find a woman that wants to come on here and talk with me. Maybe a pretty face will help. I know I'm not the pretty face. But crypto is not going away, right? The uses, we don't need 1.8 million crypto assets. I'll tell you right now. That's why we're getting a bad name. So I cannot wait for most of these crypto assets to go to fucking zero and become eliminated. That's just my personal opinion. I don't wish harm on no one financially, any way, shape, or form, but they must go. This is out of control, guys. There is not a need for 1.8 million cryptocurrencies. What do they all do? Insane. Wall Street Pete, Sicto, and Crypto. Buy the dip, have a sip. Dollar cost averaging in is the best method, only method that can be successful over time. Many of you are going to fail. Many of you don't have patience. Many of you are going to click on links. Many of you are going to get impatient again, and you're going to hear stories of how people have made a lot of money. It's a bullshit story, okay? I've had Albert Einstein, great guy. Yeah, he fucking trades crypto. And if you give him 2 Bitcoin, he will bring you back 5. You ever hear the Tooth Fairy? You ever hear Santa Claus? Yeah. Have a great day. My name is Wall Street Pete Sicdo in Crypto, keeping it real. It's Tuesday, August 29th. Thank you so much, Kaplunk. I see you coming in late into the crypto channel. Thank you so much for being a part of it, even for a second. But everyone, please be careful in this crypto space. There is a lot of interest elsewhere. That is the time to invest. When everyone is shitting on crypto, when everyone is disinterested, that is the time to get in. Now, I'm not telling you right now, go to your bank account, empty it, and buy crypto like an animal. I'm telling you to observe, to watch, and to listen. Remember yesterday's video? Stevie Wonder could trade this market right now. All he has to do is listening to the cries, listening to the words, listening to what everyone is saying. Oh, crypto's bad, it's a scam, it's bad with prices low. Blah, blah. We're going to go to 21.6. If you're able to dollar cross interest average into that price as we're going down from there to 24,000, this may be 2023, the best buying opportunity you have ever seen. Wall Street Pete, Sicdo in Crypto. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm sorry for the rant, but I felt like it was very necessary. A lot of people needed to hear this. Hit that like, hit the share, hit the bell, hit the all notification. Let me know what your opinion is coming into the end of this year here. I'm very curious to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your participation. Everyone have a great day.